States are some of the best we've seen in
Yeah.
recent times. What do you see on their power
Yeah,
play?
so they're running at 38%. I think the next closest team is at 26 or 27 in the nation. But yeah, no, they have two very good units. Sometimes a team usually has one unit, and then the second one probably doesn't have as much firepower. They got two pretty good units that have equal ability there. So obviously discipline's going to be have to be a huge thing. Not taking a bunch of penalties, but there's got to be a focus there. And I think winning the draw initially and getting the puck down the ice is a huge deal. If you get hemmed in your zone against that power play, they're going to get their looks. So a lot of things have to go into it. Discipline being one, and obviously trying to win the initial draw to get momentum on that kill.
I know Friday and Saturday at Western, you guys changed some guys on your power play. You put, Jack.
Yep.
Have you guys looked at some personnel this week?
Yeah, without disclosing kind of that information, yeah, we did. We've changed both units, and we've put different personnel on there to have probably a little bit more of a shooting mentality and a different look. I think a situation here where you go through the year, and I think our power play has done a pretty good job. But when you get to the second half, I think systems get tighter. There's a body of work that people follow, on how you've had success, and you got to make adjustments. You got to make a few changes to try to, keep the other team on their heels a little bit. So we have done a couple of things here in practice with our specialty teams. Yes.
Is it easier to defend St. Cloud State's power play on a smaller rink?
You know what? I think from there is a little bit validity to that. I think one of the things, it's called triggers, right? When a puck gets on the yellow and on a penalty kill, and you try to make some pressure where you think you can get a puck up and out, it's a lot tougher to get those pucks possessions on triggers. And if you don't get them, that's when you get really spread out. On a normal size NHL rink, I think the puck is closer to get to. I think there's situations where, I think on those trigger plays, you have a better chance of getting the puck and clearing pucks down the ice. So I think it has a little bit to do, but once the puck's on your tape and there's full eyes up possession, there's still a really good power play. It doesn't matter if it's NHL size rink or the Olympic rink.
What is it about their penalty kill that's been allowing them to get so many shorthanded attempts and so many shorthanded?
Yeah, they fly the zone. They're a situation where once they do get a puck on their tape, they clear it. They have really good up ice pressure. They got guys that can skate. Micah Miller, some of those type of players that can skate onto a puck once it's cleared. And then obviously there's no ambivalence in it if there's a puck on the hash marks or towards the blue line. A chip out play, they got guys jumping. So, when we're on a power play, obviously we want to score a goal, but the other part of it is we got to have that kind of 5-on-5 mentality, us checking the right way, knowing that the puck, they like to take some opportunities up the ice for sure.
Still looking for that first win in 2022, going up against a really tough opponent. Does the message change to the guys at all?
Yeah, well, I think there's a few things that change. Obviously, you got to make a few changes, and the message, a little bit, it changes. But at the end of the day, we control what we control, and that, our work ethic and our compete. And I thought for 120 minutes in Western Michigan, we played the right way. We gave up one 5-on-5 goal to a very similar, very experienced, very skilled Western Michigan team. We just have to make sure that we get a little bit better on the offensive side without giving up the defensive looks. And I thought we were good in Western. And then our specialty teams, we have to make sure that that's going to be a battle. We have to win the specialty teams battle, whatever that looks like going forward here.
It seems like the NCHC is kind of wide open this year, you guys Western thing, but kind of how good is every team in the league this year?
Very good. And I think, well, obviously, Brad, going to the media luncheon down in the XL Energy Center on the depth of the league. Like, the depth of the league is probably at its highest that it's ever been at. And it's a situation where everybody has a really good chance to vie for the Penrose, and us included. So, yeah, from here on in, it's a sprint, it's a race, and, we want to try to take advantage at home here. We have 12 games remaining, 8 at home, 4 on the road. The schedule lends itself into us playing at home for 2/3 of the schedule, and we want to try to take advantage of being a hard, heavy team that has success in our building.
Talking about Jake getting ready for Olympic competition a little bit, how cool is it to see him go skate for his home country?
Yeah, no, that's, I think he'd be the first one. Obviously, he's excited, we're excited, but, there's a bigger thing, before that Olympics. It's 2 games against St. Cloud here, and I got to commend Jake, with all the stuff that's going on and different things like that, media attention, Olympics, all that stuff. He's really remained focused here, and his foot's not out the door yet as far as leaving for 3 weeks. He's all in right here, and he's had a really good week of practice, and I know that he's doing nothing but thinking about our weekend here and trying to have success.
When does he leave? Sunday?
Sunday, yes, it's Sunday, and I think I'm not for certain, but I think they all meet in Los Angeles. They meet together, they go through some protocol there, and then they head over together. So, but yeah, I think he's leaving on Sunday morning here.
You guys, what was it like scouting Jakob Halston, Jacob, whatever?
Yeah.
A guy that you didn't see in person. Was
Yeah.
that different to scouting?
Really different, really different. And you know what, I guess through COVID, you know, we didn't have to get out, we couldn't get out a whole lot during COVID anyways, especially up over the border into Canada. And we were really limited on traveling, you know, through the last 18, 24 months due to COVID. But we had to rely a lot on video. And, you know, the other thing is we relied on some people, some contacts over in Sweden as well, some very close relationships that we have that we trust. And through video and through those relationships, you know, we felt comfortable on bringing Jacob over. And, you know, I like his game. He's come a long way as far as when he first got here. And I think he's grown, you know, in a lot of different regards through the first few months he's been here.
What do you like about his game?
Well, there's a number of things. I think he's sharp. He tracks pucks. He's on to the initial shot. Rebound control is very good. Handling pucks, you know, as far as snapping pucks to the D-man and being efficient of trying to break out pucks. If you can eliminate as much time as you're into the rink and having a goalie that has the awareness to put it on a defenseman's tape and make the next play, that's a huge deal. And you know, we value that. And, you know, it's a situation here where I think, you know, through his career, he's going to keep growing exponentially here because he's a great young man. You know, we just went through our semester, and this was the highest semester GPA we've ever had here at North Dakota as a group, and it was 3.451, I believe. And he was one of the guys that had one of our top GPAs as an international student coming over from Sweden and you know, playing at a high level here. So he's a sharp young man. Well, you don't want to rely totally on it, right? But I think it gives you a kind of a taste or a heads up right away. Whenever there's a player that, you know, needs to come to our attention through whether us, maybe a coach going out and watching him initially, the other two coaches can kind of get a little bit of an idea right away, or, you know, we get a name through a relationship to watch somebody, we can go right to video right away and kind of get an idea if he plays the way that we do here at North Dakota or what he has in his game. And then from there, we make a determination of, you know, going out and watching him and having every coach view him live and go from there. It helps in this day and age of recruiting because I tell you what, players seem to go off the board pretty quick sometimes, you know, when they're getting recruited. And if you can have an advantage of getting to some video right away to see if he fits your culture, it's a huge deal.